Welcome to Beat Incorporated. This is a brief video overview of the CycleView browser. The CycleView browser provides graphical data on the processes and cycle status, including the machine heartbeat. To open the CycleView browser, click on the object tree. From here, you can access the Cycle browser data by using the main tree window to navigate to your desired object. Drill down and proceed until you reach the object desired. Click on the object and the Cycle browser will open to your selection. The Cycle browser has two main displays, the Cycle display in the upper graphing area, and the History display panel in the lower area. The CycleView browser will open with the phrase, "No cycle selected" displaying in the Cycle display area. Go to the bottom History display panel and browse to select a cycle to view. While browsing the cycles, the user can hover over any cycle to view the details. Select a cycle and click on it. A white dotted line will appear over the selected cycle, and the display will update above. The selected cycle will display in the default sequence view. To the right of the display is the view type buttons. There are 4 buttons to change the views between the heartbeat, sequence, cycle compare, and the user parameters view. The sequence view is a time-based display that will show the baseline in a blue bracket, the cycle length, and state labels to identify issues and actions occurring during the cycle. The cycle's data is layered horizontally, with the cycle data one atop of another along a timeline of the full cycle. The heartbeat view is a bar graph representation with a blue heartbeat baseline that can only be seen in this view. It displays a white bracket that represents the tolerance of each object. The user can click on an object to view the lower-level objects within. The Cycle Compare button will open the Cycle Compare screen, which is used with the CycleView evaluation module. Lastly, is the user parameter history. This will display a graphical representation of the buffer count and capacity. It shows the before and after changes based on the cycle selected. Above the cycle display area is the Object Properties placard. This displays the selected cycle's model, AGV, part, cycle number, cycle time, date, and time. The highlighted cycle time is dependent on the status of the cycle displayed. It can be green, good, yellow, watch, orange, warning, purple missing or red for fault. To the right of the Object Properties is the Cycle Display Attributes buttons. Here, you can toggle on or off the X-axis, baseline, tolerance, states, and bottleneck options. Next to the Cycle Display Attribute buttons, there is a button for Notes, Learned Baseline Editor, and the Cycle Compare Evaluation module. The Note button is used when you have a specific cycle selected. Clicking the button will open the Cycle Note window, which allows the user to view the Select Common Notes, the Enter Custom Notes, and the View Notes. Entering a note will be bookmarked to this specific cycle. A small icon will be tagged on the selected cycle in the History display panel. The Learned Baseline Editor is an application tool within the Envision Cycle browser that can take a selection of objects at the asset level and filter the data values to view the baseline data. Within the Learned Baseline Editor lies a baseline table that you can filter and sort to see the data averages of certain values. The CycleView Evaluation Module button opens the collection of cycles viewed in the CycleView Evaluation module. This module will allow users to view multiple cycles at the asset and group object level in the CycleView browser. It can be utilized with any cycle, regardless of its status, watch, warning, etc. The 3 main parts used for this module is the CycleView browser, Cycle Compare collection window, and the Cycle Compare browser. Below the cycle display area is the History display panel. It is here where the last 100 cycles are displayed. The cycle history can be used to identify areas of concern quickly. It displays the cycles in a history window that shows the cycles of an object in sequence across a preset date range. The History display panel can display cycles in several different formats, including bar chart, history view, table view, and model view, by use of the buttons to the right of the History display panel. Above and to the right of the History display panel is the control buttons for the History display panel. With these feature buttons, the user can view the message module, change the format of the History display to a column chart, bar chart, user parameter table, or export the last 1000 cycles to Excel. Next to those options is a cycle status toggle, where you can filter the different cycle statuses in the History display panel. And finally, an option to collapse or expand the history display panel. On the left above the history display is the cycle date options. The user can select the date tab on the left to open a new graph chart for a different day. Click on the date range and the calendar will open. That can be used to view any date range. Simply select the year, month, and date in the custom range view to be included in the selection by using the drop-down tabs on the calendar. The calendar option offers a range of choices as well as a custom selection option. Clicking on the range button will allow you to choose from yesterday, today, and the last 100 cycles. Thank you for using InVision. Have a great day.